Hi, welcome. So, I'm doing life kind of unconventionally right now. Just last month, I was in New York City. Just a few months before that, I was working a 9 to 5 job that was honestly a little soul sucking. And now I'm in the Mediterranean region of Spain in a villa writing my book full time. How did this happen? I'm going to tell you. Even though I still can't believe it sometimes, but let's back up a little bit. I want to start with the fact that getting to New York City and getting the job that I had, which was an advertising job at an ad agency, was something that I had dreamed of, or I thought I had dreamed of literally my whole life. I'm from Wisconsin, so the move to New York alone was kind of a big deal for me, and it is for a lot of people who, I don't know, you feel like when you go to New York, then you make it or something. And I loved New York. I would love to go back. But the thought of uprooting my whole life for a job that I realized over the years was not something that I was passionate about. It was something that was more of a status symbol for me. It was just so out of line with my values. And so that was part of the reason that I started to realize that this was maybe not something I was passionate about, even though it was a really cool job. I was working for this huge brand that I felt like I could brag to my friends and family about, and all my ads that I made were literally on the TV. We almost got a Super Bowl spot, but we didn't, so I can't say that. That was 3 years of my life I spent giving to advertising. Every day I would find myself just waiting until I could get done with work so I could close my computer and then open my other computer and start writing. It was hard not to get burnt out, especially staring at a screen like that, but then also trying to be my best self at work and extend all of my creative energy there and then still have some leftover creative energy to pour into my passion project. It just wasn't sustainable. And I learned that, I guess I figured out that the best work that I was doing was going towards ads. And that's my best work, my best creative energy should have been going towards my passion. And since I am so young, since I know that I'm in a privileged position where I don't have kids, I don't have a ton of other things to worry about, I I I just there was a moment where I was like, what's holding me back, you know? So I quit that job, and then for the next few months I worked full time as a waitress in New York City, just kind of making as much money as I could to eventually do whatever else I thought I was going to do next. I knew that I had to focus on my passion if I wanted to make it a reality, and that for me is finishing writing my book. So I saved up as much money as I could waitressing, but then I found this opportunity that actually ended up costing no money at all, which is insane. But it's through an app and a website called Workaway, which is what I found this from. And what that is these people who have like bigger homes or even like farms, or I've seen wineries, olive fields, different stuff like that, people who need a helping hand, they'll house you for free, and then they just require you to do a certain amount of work per day. And some of them even include room and board, so like they'll feed you too, which is amazing, especially if you don't have the funds to be paying for your own groceries. Even though I will say groceries are much cheaper over here. It's so nice. But this workaway specifically, I chose, it's in a beautiful region in Spain, so that was a plus. But I chose it because the work that was required is only 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. That means I get to devote all of my other time to things that I'm actually passionate about here. And I've been here for 3 weeks already, which actually is sad because I don't have that much time left. But I still have 90 days in Europe, so just wait to see what I do next. It'll be exciting. But yeah, so 3 hours I've been painting a wall on the outside of this house here, which has been very therapeutic. So yeah, for 3 hours I've been painting a wall on an outer wall of the house here. Not like a mural or anything. It's just all white, and honestly, it's amazing. The way that I'm able to zone out and get in such a creative flow in my head and start thinking through all these things that have been on the back of my mind with my book and other, like when I'm painting, I I open my notes app like 10 times to write down an idea because I don't know, it's just like when I'm so in tune with my body and lost in my mind, then I start to make those creative connections that maybe I was missing before when I was focused on so many other things in life getting in my head. But yeah, that's just the slow pace of when you remove yourself from all these things that are distracting you. And it's scary. It's so scary. I don't know anyone here, obviously. I don't even know Spanish that well, and I'm trying really hard. I have been trying to learn because I want to be respectful when I order and not expect people to speak English. That's not their first language. I shouldn't expect them when I'm in Spain. And then the people that I live with, it's lucky that they speak English. They're actually from England, so it's very easy to communicate with them. For some people, I could see how it might seem a little lonely, but for me, it has been so freeing. Listen to the birds. It's beautiful. This is why people do creative retreats. I guess this is just a way for me to be as prolific as possible in a short time frame. But I don't really see myself going back to advertising after this. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to share the opportunity of Workaway with you. Something that if you feel stuck in your job too, which I've talked to a lot of friends and I know that they're kind of feeling the same way right now, where it can feel like everything is just the same every day, you don't feel inspired. If you're young and you have the chance, take it. Focus on your passions, travel, learn some new things. And if you don't have anything that you feel super passionate about or you don't have a project, you can still travel. You can meet new people. This host family is always driving into the city, and I choose to use my time to write. So a lot of times I'll say no so that I have that time. But I could be going into the city. I could be meeting new people there. I could be seeing new areas, and I mean, it's just such a cool opportunity, and I wanted other people to know about it. So that's why I'm sharing. So Workaway is an app that I use for that. And the second leg of my trip, I'm planning on doing hostels, jumping from place to place, so I really get to see different cities that I've never been able to experience before. For that, I'm using the app called Eurail, so planning with trains and everything, because it's so much easier to get around here. It makes me so jealous that we don't have something like that in the United States, especially when I just had to drive home from New York to Wisconsin. It took 17 hours. A high-speed train, oh my gosh, would have been so much nicer. But so I guess this is very different content from what I've created in the past. I'm not in New York anymore. I'm not making cutesy little videos. That honestly was like a creative outlet for me because I just always need some project to be doing. And now I'm able to give my full energy to the thing I really love, and it's amazing. And I would really, really urge anyone who feels like they're stuck to do the same thing. And hopefully I'll have an update for my writing soon of it coming out into the world. And I also am planning on making some more videos about just my travels and my journey, because I'll be going to a bunch of different cool cities and I want to share that with you. And then what I've been painting, I've been watching a lot of these YouTubers, and so many of them have been so inspiring to me. I don't know why, but I didn't realize that there was so much content on here that's educational. Like, that maybe that sounds stupid, but the fact that I can just go on an app or a platform like this and learn so much from a single video. There's this one creator, oh my gosh, I'm going to put her name up because I forgot it, but I've been watching her videos and they've been so inspiring to me that I felt so similar to her, where I just have so many random thoughts during the day that I feel like I could write a whole essay about, but I never know where to share an essay like that. And I do feel like audio and visual content is something that is really being pushed out into audiences today. So I was thinking of making some video essays. I don't know if that'll interest anyone, but I'm hopefully going to post one in a week or so here. So I guess watch out for that. That's a little life update from me, and I will get back to you soon with some more, hopefully. Bye. Wait, actually, I want to just show you this place because it's so amazing, and maybe I can convince some of you to get out of your comfort zone and do something like this, because when you see this, okay, So I'm up by the pool right now. Yes, there's a full pool. And then if I go up here, this is an area where I've been waking up early in the morning and doing yoga. Like, come on. The view from here is just the mountains. And it's completely peaceful. Just the sound of the birds in the morning and the sunset from this view is amazing. It's midday right now, so sorry I can't show you now. But just... Okay, so that's part of the view. And then if I come across from the pool area and down here, this is like, they call it a farmhouse, and they also have units on that side that people come and rent. So that's a lot of what I've been painting and like keeping up for them. So honestly, it's a great deal for them too to have a workawayer come in and help them do all that work. This is my gorgeous, not mine, but gorgeous carob tree that, okay, so that window right there is the office they gave me to write. I literally have my own office here. Like, okay, I just want you to understand, I only had room for a bed and a dresser in my room in New York. I had to shove a desk right next to my bed, and sometimes I'd hit my head on it. That is what I had in New York. I have a full room, a full bathroom, and a full office looking out into this view in Spain, and I don't pay for it. Who knew? Who knew these things that you can do if you just look for all the opportunities that are out there? I hang my laundry on this line. And then this is a really cool area. They have a lot of murals from workwears that have stayed in the past, which I think is really cool. And then this is the area where they play pool a lot. More mountains, gorgeous. I love just these little like spiral stairs going down in this whole colorful area. It's so beautiful. And then I guess like the room and the office and the bathroom are pretty normal, so you don't really need to see that. This is like not a complaint at all, but I do feel like
I accidentally forgot to keep recording, and I literally cannot think of a single complaint, so.
okay, that's all.